Good evening, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. We are coming to you live here from our studio in rainy South Florida, bringing you our new episode of PSI Presents, where we show off some fantastic games from PSI's catalog. And tonight we have the pleasure of showing off, Josh,
Dragonsgate College
by NSKN
Games.
Funny enough,
we
have somebody here with us today from NSKN Games.
We do, but let's get the introductions out of the way. I'm Matt.
I'm Ann.
I'm Josh.
And we are joined today with Rainer from NSKN Games. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So, Rainer, can you give us a little bit of a primer on what we should expect with this game tonight?
Sure. So this is a Euro game, which means that there is a lot of information that is open and where you get to make decisions based on the information that is readily available to you. There is some die rolling, but those all happen first, and then you will take turns activating dice to perform different actions around the board. Ultimately, just trying to get the most out of your turns and be able to score the most victory points, earn the most prestige throughout the game.
Very good. Now, Ann, do you have any questions? Because you are the interviewer here, and I know you tend to dig deep. You get the hard-hitting questions.
I kind of feel like the Oprah of board games.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I was going to say Ricky Lake, but okay.
Could you jump up and down on a couch?
I could, but there's no couches here.
Darn. So, Rainer, tell me a little bit about Dragonsgate College as far as kind of the idea of where the game came from. I know we were talking a little bit earlier about the unique theme that this game has, right?
Sure.
Compared to others in the industry.
Yeah. So this game, it is, despite featuring certain familiar mechanisms, the theme of it is really unique. It's where you get to be put in the seat of controlling a school of wizardry, and you will have different apprentices that you're trying to teach them at the school, and then ultimately you want them to graduate as warriors or as rogues or as wizards. And the different actions that you take during the game will improve the ability of your school to, for example, it could be that you might be really good at training warriors, whereas Matt might be really good at training wizards. So there will be different advantages and benefits that you can earn and that you can use to enhance the abilities of your school throughout the game. The different actions that you take will also have long-term effects, because there might be that you are expanding the rooms in your school that will give new benefits or add new abilities to your school. And it's also a little bit of planning and making sure that you can have the resources necessary to be able to properly graduate your students, and that you have a plan in place to be able to get the most out of the actions every turn.
Sounds good. I for one, Josh kind of ran me through the game a little bit, and there's a lot to do, but I'm really excited to see if I can plan this all out and beat these two. One of the first things that you notice just looking at the game and looking at the background behind us, I know our audience has not yet had a chance to see the board, is the gorgeous art.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when you met with Rainer at Gamma, you were just telling me you guys got to play Scare It, and you were commenting on the lovely art for that game, the adorable art for that game. So looks like NSKN has a pretty good track record thus far of some really nice art. Rainer, can you tell me a little bit about the artist for this game?
Sure, I would be happy to. So the artist, his name is Odysseus Tamuglu, and he has done art for a lot of other games from NSKN Games. Some of the recent ones that he has done has been artwork for the games in the Mistfall universe. He has done artwork for the recent expansion for Exodus Proxima Centauri. He's also done the artwork for Simurg and a couple other games. And one of the things that I personally really enjoy about the artwork is that he manages to capture a very unique feeling for each of the different games. So you have, in this case, you have a school setting with magic and warriors and rogues and so forth. But then in the other games, there might be a game about dragons and about high adventure and so forth. So the way he manages to capture that and present it is something that we really enjoy his artwork, and he's been great to work with from that point of view.
That's really cool. Now, I'm used to a lot of our spotlight shows where we feature a lot of newer or upcoming games, but what's different here on PSI Presents is that Dragonsgate College is already a game that's out. Rainer, can you tell me a little bit about where, obviously our audience is going to watch us play this game, and I hope they fall in love with this game. I hope the game is really great and they absolutely fall in love with it. And when they do, where do they go, and what kind of a price point are we looking at?
So this game, it is currently available through all distribution channels in the United States. It was premiered at Essen this past year in 2017, and now it is available through any friendly local game store. You should be able to get a copy of this game, and if they don't have it, they will definitely be able to order it from their distributors.
So our distributors such as
PSI.
PSI.
There you go.
Yes. And the price point for it is $50 MSRP.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I, for one, am really excited to jump on in.
And Josh, do you have any questions for Rainer before we get into the rules explanation here?
I think we're good.
All right, so I'm going to switch over to the main board right now, and you can see all the stuff that's going on there. So, Rainer, would you be so kind to do a rules explanation of the game here, and if there's any components or cards or anything that you want me to show off up close and personal, let me know, and then I can switch the camera views and give an in-depth look at stuff.
I will be happy to. I seem to actually be having, I think, some problem with the video feed right now.
Oh.
So let me see if I can do something about that.
Okay.
Because right now I'm just seeing a static screen on my end.
All right,
and not
hold on one second. Let me see what's going on.
Yep.
Okay.
So Josh will just double check that. In the meantime, Anne, do you have any other questions or comments for Rainer?
No, maybe Matt, you want to start by going over the player board a little bit for our audience?
Sure thing. So I'm going to switch over to the hand cam here. We're doing this a little bit differently. So my hand cam is going to be a static thing. Just because it's going to be nice to show off up close and personal here. So each one of our player boards is identical to each other, and it's got several defining features on it. So there are 3 tracks over to the left-hand side, and then these tracks are going to represent the magic skill. There's going to be the rogue skill and then the fighting skill. And that track is going to shift based on our professors, and then any bonuses that we get, such as if we were to make a building here or here. So this is basically our campus that we're looking at, and we're going to be able to, during our turn, build new buildings to give us certain benefits along the way.
Okay.
And Rainer, does that look any better on your end there?
That looks fantastic.
All right.
Awesome.
So do you want to stick with the board, or do you want me to jump over to the main board?
We can stick with this one. So let's explain and talk a little bit more about the different tracks that you see on the board. So the ones on the left side, those represent basically the abilities of your school to educate and teach the different classes of students that you may have graduating. So the first track is for sorcery, and that's going to help you to have your students graduate as wizard. The next track will have them graduate as rogues, and then the final one, brawn, will help them graduate as warriors. And the stats of these 3 tracks are first of all dependent on the wizards that you start with. So each of the wizards, as you can see, there are little numbers on the right side of each of the wizards, and that will determine the starting stats. So in this case, you have the wizard that that you're holding up right now has a 1 for the track to help teach rogues. So this is something that you should, at the beginning of the game, based on the wizards that you start with, you will adjust those 2 tracks according to the starting skills. So if you would like to go ahead and set those 2 tracks right
Okay,
there.
so I've got one for the brawn and then one for the rogue, so I'm going to increase those 2 tracks, and that's going to increase my school's ability there.
Yes. And then you can also see each of the different apprentices, they have their own skills. So that will represent their affinity of how good they are at certain skills. So you actually happen to have, right now you have one of each. Basically you have one that would, this one in particular would be good for to graduate as a wizard, the other one as a warrior, and one as a rogue. At the bottom of your player mat, you also have a track, and that represents your maintenance track. And we will come back to that later and see what it is that will adjust that. But basically, every round, based on things and actions that you take during the game, that marker will move up on the track, and that will, at the bottom, that shows a number of coin that you need to be able to pay, or otherwise you will take negative points. You already mentioned about basically the campus. Everyone starts with 2 rooms where you can house wizards, and you have 3 rooms where you can house your apprentices. But you can also add additional rooms that will help train, and that you can have chambers and so forth. And on the far right side, that will also show you basically the different. Whenever someone graduates, you will get a token that you can put there, and you can basically have 7 different careers over the course of the game if you have 7 of your students that graduate. So that's kind of what we're looking at as far as the player board goes and the different components there.
All right, so jumping back over to the main board.
Yes. So what you see here in front of you are, in the middle of the board, you will see the dice pool area. And so right now there are 6 dice there. There's 1 for each of the players, and then there are 3 neutral dice. At the beginning of every round, those dice are going to be rolled, and depending on that die roll, you'll be able to take different actions across the board. If you look at the closer side here, there are 3 areas numbered 1, 2, and 3. And those are the different tracks where you can send your students out on quests. In order to activate that area, you need to do so with the number 1, 3, or 6, as indicated at the center of the board. Each of those quest tracks, they have the ones that are labeled number 1 are the easiest ones, and they have a little token there that will basically show you the requirements for this. So this one says 311. Now that means if you want to have a student graduate as a warrior, for example, that means that between the skills provided by your school, so that brawn track on the right, and adding to that the skills of the student themselves, that needs to equal 3 or higher. So that's the main skill. The other 2, so that particular token was 311. That means that the other 2 skills, which are secondary, they need to then be at least at a 1 or higher. The secondary skills, you can pay coin to make up the difference, but the main skills, you need to be able to have that between the tracks and the skills provided by your wizards and the students themselves. And they give different benefits. For example, if you have someone graduate as a wizard, you will get to draw a card. And you have a deck of cards that will give you different benefits. Typically, they give a great benefit for you, and then sometimes a smaller benefit for the other players. Yes, that's a good example of one. So that there you can see that in this case, you would get to move 1 space on the dungeon track, and then also 1 space on the I just blanked on the
Saboteur track.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
And now there's a benefit for the all, or well, I guess in this case it's not a benefit, but in this case
benefit.
So, okay. There's also a benefit for all the other players who did not.
Yes, and this particular card would let everyone move back the token on the maintenance track.
Oh, that's the maintenance track.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And all of the other spots on the board, they function similarly. So there's a specific die number that you need to activate. For example, just to the right of that area with the dice, you have places where you can collect coins. You also have places where you can turn coins into victory points or prestige. Just next to that, you also have where you can acquire more apprentices or wizards for your school, provided that you have the room, or otherwise you would have to get rid of an existing one. And often they also provide you with a one-time benefit. It could just be that they add skills to the school, but it could also be that they give you coin or prestige or anything else. And also there at the end, you see if you use a 5 or a 6, you can add new rooms to the school. And they come in different sizes and shapes. They're a size of 1, 2, or 3 squares. The 3 square ones could either be long ones or they can be in an L shape. In each of these rooms, you can freely pick depending on which size that you want. They will provide different benefits, and this is all open information, so you choose which room you would like and the benefits provided by that room. And this is also where the maintenance track comes into play. When you add a new room to your school, for every square that room takes up, you will pay 2 coin, and you will also move up 1 space on the maintenance track on your player board, and then you also score 1 victory point. So for example, for a size 3 room, you would move up 3 spaces on that maintenance track, which could potentially mean that during the cleanup phase that you have to pay money in order to maintain the school. The last things that we have not discussed right now, there's a dungeon, and that dungeon track is a training dungeon, and as you progress through it, you gain different benefits from the different spaces. At the end of the dungeon, there is now an award that you can get. And these ones, the one to finish first will get the top one, which is worth the most points. But as you can also see is that in addition to being worth different number of points, there are also 3 different types of trophies. If you look at the tokens that you would get when you train a warrior, those trophies are also shown on those ones. So this would count as an additional trophy for set collection at the end of the game for scoring victory points. So it might actually be valuable to just let someone else finish first, even though they would get the 2 extra victory points, but maybe you really want to collect that silver trophy instead of the first one. The game will progress over 5 rounds, and every round we do the same thing. We start with rolling the dice and then taking turns activating the dice. At some points during the game, you will be able to add additional dice to the dice pool. One thing that is really neat with this is that, as you can see the different colors, if I want to activate a spot, for example, that requires a number 4 die, I have a couple of different options. One, I can always just use any die, whether that's my color or a neutral one, or I can even use someone else's. So for example, let's say that Matt's die, the red one, if that was a 4, I could use his die to activate a spot with a 4. But because I used his die, when I'm done with my turn, he also gets to take a turn and basically gets a free action to do so. You can also use the imps that you can collect to modify. You can use any number of imps to modify the die value up or down. So you could, with 2 imps, I could let that 4 become a 6, and it also wraps around. So if you subtract from 1, it would become a 6, or if you add to a 6, it will become a 1. And that's basically it. If you want to take a look at the, unless there are any questions that you have right now.
No, I'm excited to dive in, and I'm sure that we'll have like the more specific questions as we start playing.
Yep. And if you want to just look real quick at the turn phase card that you have.
Sure.
So that will just show you every round. First you have the preparation phase where we draw new apprentices and professors and add those to the board. And the income phase where you might get, everyone gets 2 coins, but there might be additional bonuses from the buildings that you have added to your school. And then we roll the dice, and then basically take turns, which is the main part of the game that revolves around during the action phase, where you draft the dice to perform the different actions. And then the cleanup phase, and then scoring at the end of the 5th turn.
All right, very good. And then on the back of this card as well, there's a breakdown of different ways to score in the game.
Correct. So you score for every 5 coin that you have left at the end of the game will be worth 1 prestige. Every 2 imps that you have not used. And then for every set of either 3 similar or every set of 3 different trophies, those will each give you 4 points. And then you also have the different tracks at the bottom, and then there's a majority track. I think you can see that on the board overview. You can see how there's basically, there on the left side of the screen. In this case, whoever has the most, yes, that way. Whoever is the farthest along that track will score the most points, and then it scales down from there, 6, 4, and 2 victory points.
And if you don't score any points on that track, you're ineligible from getting any victory points at the end.
That is
Rainer?
correct.
Okay.
I think you're just excited to get on the rogue track, if I'm going to be honest.
No. You mean I'm waiting to be on the rogue again?
All right, and we're done. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.
Is there anything else that we need to know before we begin, Rainer?
I don't think so. There might be things that come up later in deciding certain things, but I think that you are set as far as what you need to know to start playing the game.
Okay.
Fantastic. So first player goes to who?
That is randomly determined.
Okay, so...
And I did randomly put those down, so we could just go by that. That means Anne goes first.
Sure, we'll go with that.
And then Matt and I are going to get a coin.
What? Wait, hold on.
So wait, why are you saying Anne goes first?
Because
green,
mine is
red, blue.
We could do blue, red, green. I'm okay with that.
But it's in this order here.
How do you know that?
Because that's first
You don't
player.
get to determine left and right. That
I mean, you don't.
That was low. That was not nice. So the track here, this is going to determine this is our round counter essentially.
Yes.
And one of the things that we didn't touch on just yet was these boxes here, and this is how you get first player control. The first box here with the orange circle says, okay, this is somebody who is going to get, the benefit is they get to go first. Red is going to get a coin, and blue is going to get an imp. And now the only way first player doesn't rotate naturally. The way to get the first player position is to take one of your die and of any number, you see 1 through 6 down here, and claim this spot first. The second person to claim this spot will get the second place and then third in order. So, fine, I'll go first. Okay. The number of die in the number of die and the mix of die change depending on the rounds. So the first round is going to be 3 neutral colored die, which are the white die, and then 1 of each of our team colors dies. So Josh is blue, Matt is red, and I'm green because I got the pretty color and you people are terrible. So what's neat about this is that we don't all roll the die.
Just first player does.
Just me.
Rainer, do we all get 2 gold at the beginning of the turn?
So those discs that are on that track, so you can move those off of there.
Yeah.
The first player does not get anything, and everyone else gets 1 coin. If you were to have 4 players, the 4th player would also get an imp in addition to the 1 coin.
Okay.
They don't go on there yet. We stay off the side.
That's when we add
That's
them
when you
to it.
actually claim that spot. You
Okay,
get on
I'm putting them on the arrow.
Okay.
That's too much, Anne. You can't do that. All right, so roll well, Anne. Roll well. Okay, so what'd you roll?
I got a 1, a 3, a 5, a 1, a 3, and a
Josh?
6.
Yeah, I think actually, sorry, I think you may have asked about during the income phase. Yes, everyone collects 2 coin for that.
Okay. So we're all going to get 2 coins.
Okay. So
that's phase 2, the income phase.
Yeah, and then that's the dice roll phase.
Okay, so we'll pretend like those 2 things happened in a
Gotcha.
better order.
All right.
Okay, so you roll. So now, Anne, you're gonna go first.
I get to draft the first die, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's good not to take my own die because I want to have the bonus turn later.
And it's also not, you don't have to be worried about if you use someone else's die, even though you will give them a free action, because like you said too, someone will have to use your die later. So
Right.
it's more about just what spots you want to activate on the board.
I feel like part of me thinks that the higher the number on the die, the better the thing. And in some cases, I feel like that's true. So I have a 6 out here, and I think I definitely want to steal that 6 before anybody else can get their hands on it. With my 6, the options I have that are just 6 are that I could send somebody for a job, but because this is my first round, I don't have... I don't have the skills necessary in either my primary or my secondary. I could get 5 coins.
No, that's pay.
That's
money
pay to get
to
victory points.
But you don't have enough money to do that.
I could get a 3-room building.
You get any building you want.
I get any building I want.
Actually, no. You can only get a 1-room building because you only have 2 coins.
Yep, and you have to pay coins to get the building.
The other thing you can do is you can go to the dungeon and move 3 spaces.
Okay, first of all, mansplain. That's actually what I wanted to do, but I wanted to discuss the other options first. Tell me.
So Anne's going into the dungeon,
so
so you're going to move 3 spaces on the track.
Right, and so I know I'm moving 3 spaces because next to the 6th die icon, it is 3 and X. Now, what's cool about this is that as I take my little green token, I get each benefit for each space. So the first one is I get a gold, silver coin. None of you are good bad bankers.
I'm not
the
even
next
close
one
to them.
is an imp.
So
there, you can have an imp.
Thanks.
And
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Your final one is you're going to up your school's fighting ability by 1. So you have all your tracks even then.
Yes. So now I'm all at 1. So, and then that is the end of my action phase so that the next person can go. Then this is the used die section. So put that there.
Josh, it's your turn.
I should just mention one other thing now that you have a used neutral die.
Yes.
There's one action on the board that you can only take if there is a neutral die in the used pool, and that's the one that you marked right there, where you can activate with the 1 to replace a neutral die with one of yours, which of course will increase the number of times that people use your die.
Bonus turns.
Yeah. So I just did that.
Right.
So I replaced that with one of my blue dice.
And you used my green die.
One of your dice. I used your green dice, so you have a 1 that you can use somewhere.
Do I use that at any point in time?
Or use it now.
I must use it right now?
Yes.
Yep. But you can use it on any spot that you would normally be able to use a 1.
So you get a new professor?
I don't have room for a professor on my thing.
You can kick someone out.
Oh, that's right. I can do that. Oh, we had a question about that. With the professors that give the bonuses, we know that these bonuses influence the tracks. I can't see. Can you do your player mat so I can show? Okay. We know that these professors influence the tracks over here, but I can use a 1 or my 1 die to get a new professor. So if I pull a new professor and I kick another professor out, do I lose the points associated with the professor getting kicked out?
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't stack.
The only thing that you would not lose is if they provide any other kind of benefit. It might be that if some of them might give your school prestige or coin when you hire them. But otherwise, the stats on the professor themselves, yes, you would have to reduce from the one that is leaving it, but then add from the one that you're gaining.
Okay, so then I think that I'm going to use my 1. My only real option...
Remember that you have an imp as well, in case you want to use a 2 or a 6.
Oh, that's right! That's great! I think, in that case then, I am going to use my imp. I'm turning in my... Oh, you can move back to the board. I'm going to use my imp, and I'm going to turn my 1 into a 6, and I'm going to race into here. So I'm going to get more. Okay, so I'm going to get 1 victory point. I'm going to move 3 rooms again because of 6. I'm going to get 1 victory point because I'm awesome. It's not actually why. I mean, it's just, it happens to be.
No, that is
the same
why.
thing. That is why. Thank you, Anna. I'm going to move to the next room. I will get 3 coins for this. Uno, dos, tres. Like Scrooge McDuck over here. And then I will get another victory point for being super awesome. Okay, I'm done.
Right.
I like this.
All right, so that was Josh's turn that completed.
Yes.
So I'm going to use this opportunity then to... I'm going to take the 3 here. So this is going to trigger Josh for another turn.
Okay.
And then what am I going to use my 3 on? That's the real question here. So...
Curious, why did you choose Josh's 3 and not the neutral 3?
Because then it would open up the ability for you to use the 1 and put another one of your dice into the pool.
Good thinking.
So I am going to use the Josh 3 here, which is the new technical term for it, the Josh 3.
Okay.
And I am going to use this to buy 3 coins. So I'm going to do that action there.
Matt, I'm going to do the exact same action.
Okay, so we both get 3 coins. Look at that. We both went to the student loan office. We got our FAFSA completed.
This is your grant.
I'm assuming the Dragongate student loan office is ran by a dragon, and it's just like loots of money behind them.
Mm-hmm. At least that's headcanon for me now.
Yeah.
So Anne, it's jumped back to you. So that's the same thing that you might want to take into account, is that if you use, for example, the neutral 3, then Josh can turn around and use the 1 die to put another one of his dice in the pool. And then Josh will have a whole bunch of actions.
You don't want him to tank this game too?
Just letting you know.
So I have a question now. If I assign one of these dice to a position, like if I grabbed Matt's 5 and assigned it here, and it says 2 moves, I only have 1 more room on my dragon track. Oh no, I forgot what side that was.
3.
Thank you. I only have 1 more room on the dragon track, so is it just I get there and then that's it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, once you reach the end, then you have basically completed. So you just finish in style if you have extra moves.
It's falling with style.
And now that you have a little bit of money, you should also know that if at any point immediately before you draft a die, you can choose to spend 4 coin to gain an imp. So if there's a particular action that you would really like to take, you can always do that. It's a little bit expensive, but it could be something that could be really valuable if you don't have the right die.
Oh, that's good to know. So 4 coins for an imp before I draft a die.
Correct.
Do I think that there is something I could do better with those? I don't want to pull the 1, but what if I pulled the neutral 3? Oh no, then he would grab the 1. But what if I just grab the 1?
Then you wouldn't be able to do it. Or you could use the 5, and it still wouldn't give him the opportunity to do that.
Is there anything else I can use with that 1?
You get first player token again.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Like, because I'm going to get first player token again anyway.
You prevent one of us from getting him.
You could also potentially have one of your students graduate, because that's another spot where you could use the 1.
Okay, so if I was going to look at having one of my students graduate, and I'm looking at the level 1 jobs here, this is a 3, a 1, and a 1. And now, I don't have a 3 in any of my skill tracks yet. I have all 1s.
The one you would be able to do is the 2-2-2.
Because I would be able to use the 1 point for my skill track. Could you go over here? We're going to use yours just so that I can demonstrate what I'm thinking. I have a point here, but that's the only difference between Matt and I's tracks. I could use the 1 from any of my 2 tracks, but I still need the 2.
You could spend 2 coins.
Yep, you can spend, for the secondary skills, you can spend coin to make up the difference.
So 1 coin per point, right?
Yep.
Correct.
So I would be spending 2 coins
To get someone to graduate.
to get
So
somebody.
you would get 1 coin back. If you made a warrior, you would get 3 coins back. And a victory point.
That's an interesting thing. I think I'm going to take that. Okay, so I'm going to assign the 1 here. And I'm going to take my warrior student. I'm going to pay 2 coins to make up the difference for my secondary. And my student graduates as a warrior. Yay!
So
can we play
put that
the
back.
graduation song?
No, you put that back.
Very disappointed.
So you get this bad boy here. So you're gonna get a like a copper trophy, and then 2 gold.
Cool. So I get my 2 coins back that I just spent.
Yeah.
And I am going to get the copper trophy, which is the 1 trophy here at the end of the game. I'm guessing for victory point scoring.
Well, it's for set collection.
Oh yeah, that too. And also, do I get the advantage of these
Yes, you do.
Yes,
bonuses
you do.
too? So I'm going to get an additional coin
And a victory point.
and a victory point.
This is
And
gonna
on
go
top
here.
of that
Oh.
career that you now
Yes.
collected, that one will go on your board, and whichever spot you cover up, you will get an additional benefit. You
So
could
I
get a
can-
coin.
I can choose. I don't have to start at the top.
Correct. You choose which one you would
Oh,
like.
look at that.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
So your options there are +1 coin, +1 to your wizard track, +1 of the imps, or +1 to your subterfuge track.
I'm going to choose to do the +1 to the subterfuge track. So I'm going to... Would you pan over just a little bit? I'm sorry, Matt. I know this is a big board. So I'm going to choose to put the 1 on my subterfuge track. All right.
And Josh, what are you doing?
Decide if I want to be mean to you or not.
You could be mean to me.
Could be mean and take the 3, so you just play your 5. You don't get your bonus turn this round.
Yep.
I'm going to turn this in for a 5 coin.
But I actually think I really want the 5.
What do you want with the 5?
I'm gonna go do
Ooh.
some upgrades.
Interesting. So what are you building, Josh?
Let's see. Let's look at this real quick.
That's interesting.
So I'm gonna have to pay for everything at the end of this turn.
You have to pay what?
I'm gonna. No, you're
Yep.
just trying to make me say things.
So each of the different rooms, Matt was just showing me in the rules book, each of the different rooms have like names and special abilities, and they're each very unique.
They
So,
And even though right now, I assume you were looking at your maintenance track, which will go up depending on the size of room that you're building.
Yeah.
There are also some of them that actually reduce it after building the room. So
Oh, that's after building it?
it's after building, yes.
Oh, okay. Then I'm definitely getting one of those. Okay.
we have a question in
Which one are you building, Josh?
I'm building the brewery.
the large storage.
Of course. The one that I was looking at building. I hate you so
Yeah,
much,
I will.
Josh.
I will spend my 7 gold. Matt, you want to show that off on?
Now, why is it 7 gold?
Or 6 gold.
6 gold.
6 gold.
So Josh is building this bad boy here. So that's going to give you 3 gold when you buy it, 3 coins when you buy it, an imp, and then prestige equal to the number of turns remaining in the game, and then you move 1 space towards 0 on the maintenance track.
So I'm gonna go up 3 spaces, and then go down 1.
Yeah.
I lose all my money. I get the 3 gold now, or is that every
You get
beginning
that
of
now.
the phase?
You just get it now.
Oh, I just get it
And
now.
also, if you, since we have this player map view, if when you add a room to the board, if you cover up any of those, you can't cover up existing structures or cover up any of the rooms for housing the professors and apprentices. But those other icons, if you cover those up, then you move up on the respective track.
Now Josh has chosen to put his building on his board in this row right here, so he's going to get the bonus for that warrior track in addition.
That's correct.
We had a comment in Facebook, and I do not know how to pronounce the name that's being mentioned. Is this in any way related to, jeez, Simurgh? No, don't you even
So-
try.
Yeah, Simurgh. Simurgh is another game also published by NSCAN Games, different designer, and they are not gameplay-wise. They're not related.
Okay. And then I saw Oliver come in, and I was reading his comment from in Twitch in my head, and it said pretty bored, and I was like, why is he bored? Then I realized he was saying pretty bored.
Yeah, pretty bored.
So Matt, what are you doing with?
Did you get your victory points?
No, I did not. Ann, can you give me 3 victory points, please?
Nope. What color are you? Green?
Blue.
Why are you...
Green.
So with my 5, I am going to... You kind of messed up my strategy here, Josh. That's exactly what I was going to go for.
I wasn't going to go for that because I thought that happened beforehand. And I was like, that's kind of a useless thing. Matt, this is what I was looking at.
Yeah, the pub. I don't really care for that too much. So that's counts as an extra apprentice at endgame scoring. Earn 1 coin and 1 imp during the income phase.
Yeah, so you get an imp and a coin every phase.
You know what? That might be the best bet for me.
I also get 4 more points from this.
Yep.
I forgot
What?
about that. That's what that is. I get how many points of how many rounds are left, not included in this round, when it's acquired. Matt, there is another one of those.
There is?
Yeah, there's this one.
No, that's different. That's the frat house. I looked at the 2 of them, and I weighed the options, and I wanted the one that you bought, and I hate you.
but it still gives you those points.
Right, I know that it gives me the points, but that one that you picked was what I wanted.
I know.
Now I know that I need to go in here and
Matt,
look
can you
at
switch
what
over
these
the board
things are.
game?
I sure can. So I'm looking at what I wanted to use with my thing there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the... Oh, man. I'm going to take the pub.
You are going to take the pub.
Yeah, so it gives you a coin and an imp every income phase, so earlier in the game I feel like that's better.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and pay my 6 gold for that. And that's going to go over here. And I'm going to place that on my hand. I'm going to place it here.
You're not going to take the 2 bonuses? I kind of thought you were going to...
That's true, I could do that, couldn't I?
I probably should have kept my mouth shut.
Let me do that then. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. So I'll build that there. So that's gonna give me +1 to my rogue track and +1 to my brawn track. So I'm gonna increase both of those, and then it's gonna give me 1 more imp and coin every phase there, every income phase. So this symbol here, Raynor, that just means that it counts as another apprentice at endgame, right?
Correct.
It doesn't give me another space to house.
It does not. And if you look at the similar ones with the wizards, so you can see that they have an additional outline around them, the ones that house a spot for a wizard. So they have an additional little square around it to show that that's a spot for one of your wizards to live.
Okay. So
But
the
no,
wizard
the ones
ones
with the-
actually let someone on there, but it's not the apprentice ones.
So put that die back into the center of the board there, Josh.
All right. And Matt, you have the 3 that you get to use.
Yes, I have the 3, and I'm going to use that to get 3 coins.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So that's going to go that away. That was a 3.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the end of the action phase there. So now we get the cleanup phase. So remove all apprentices and professors from the game board, pay your maintenance costs, and pass the starting player marker. Now, what happens if you're unable to pay your maintenance costs?
Then for every coin that you're unable or unwilling to, it could be that you just don't want to because you're looking to take a certain action, you lose 2 prestige for every coin that you can't or won't pay.
Okay.
And
So-
if no one has put anything on the track by the round to basically claim first player, then the first player just passes to the next player.
Oh, it does pass.
Haha. All right, so Josh is paying his maintenance gold or maintenance money there, and
Okay, so then Matt's gonna go
Yeah,
next.
and the only time that you need to use those discs is if someone uses a die, so you can use any number die to claim first player. If you go in the first spot, you get no other benefit. You just claim first player. But you could go and say, you know what, I want 1 coin or an imp. And as long as no one else goes on a track or on a spot that is further to the left on that, then you would still get first player.
Oh.
But if all 3 of them are filled up, that's what the arrow means, is that's the order that you check those spots.
So you can grab an imp, and then if no one else gets there, you'll get first player token at the beginning of next turn.
Correct.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
Okay. So it's going to rotate to me, or first player token Matt has in front of him the whole time. All right. And then we go back to phase 1, so the preparation phase.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to reveal our new professors.
Now, just give them can you just give a description of what we're seeing there,
We have a
Josh?
+2 wizard, and we have a +1 wizard and warrior.
Okay.
And then we have a one wizard warrior with 1 each. This one's our rogue warrior. And then this one has 2 points in wizard for the last apprentice.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll these dice, and we get to go.
Cool.
And
for it, Josh.
before that, you also get, during the income phase, everyone gets 2 coin except for Matt,
that's right.
who also gets an additional coin and an imp.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to get 3 coins. And you get 2 coins. Josh, you get 2 coins. And I get a little imp.
There's your imp.
Thank you.
Welcome.
He's really cute. So Josh rolled a good... Oh, thank you for rolling a 6 on me, Josh.
You're welcome. I have 1, 2...
It's got gold for days.
4 gold, so I can't do too much with 4 gold. Now...
So next round, we're going to add a whole bunch of dice to this dice pool.
Yeah.
We're going to add 3 more blank dice and then 1 additional black die.
Yes.
So, Josh, what are you doing? Besides thinking in silence.
Thinking in silence.
I said besides thinking in silence.
That's not just what I'm doing. It's a thing.
There's a couple
I'm gonna use the 4
Mm-hmm.
to get 4 money.
Okay, so you're going to get 4 coins.
Yep.
There you go.
And then Matt's gonna steal that 1 and replace the die.
I sure am. So I'm immediately going to do that. So I'm going to take the 1. I'm going to use it on this bad boy here. I'm going to replace that with one of my red die. And then Anne, it's your turn.
You're terrible. So terrible. Okay.
Don't blame me.
And chat and Facebook's asking if you place this on the BGG 0 to 5 complex scale, where would you place it? What are other games of similar weight to get a feel for it? Rainer, you have a good idea of like what's a similar weighted game?
I mean, there's definitely there's an initial learning curve. There's a lot of things going on, right? Which is typical for a lot of Euro games. Once you get used to the game, I mean, the flow of it is very simple. You just have to determine, well, which action spot is the best. So it plays similar to a lot of worker placement games. Even though there's no blocking of spots here, it's just a matter of the numbers on the dice that are available is the twist on that. So I mean, I would say that this is somewhere around the medium to maybe medium high on the complexity scale.
Okay. So, Anne, with your turn there, you spent your 6 to build something, and what did you build?
I did. I grabbed the Warrior Guild, which is a 2-room building.
So you're going to up your maintenance track by 2.
I am going to up my maintenance track by 2. The first block on the maintenance track is 0, so my second block is only a 1 coin.
Then you're going to up your brawn on your skill track by 1.
That's correct. And I also placed my building over my bonus for my brawn, so I'm going to increase it an additional 1.
Okay. And then finally there, you are going to gain a trophy of your choice at the end of the game.
Yes.
Okay.
And you're also going to get points for building a room.
How many points do I get for? I get 2 points because I built a 2-room
Building.
Yep.
building.
So because you used my 6, it is now my turn.
I did want to mention before you took your turn that while we absolutely love the comments in chat on Facebook, make sure that you join us over on Twitch Live, where Rainer and I can all see your comments in our Twitch chat.
So I'm going to apply that 6 to the dungeon. So please move me 3 spaces on the dungeon.
Okay.
So I'm going to get a gold, an imp. So can you please pass me an imp?
Sure.
And then also +1 to my brawn track on my school here, so that's going to go up there.
Which chat? This chat.
Okay. So then, Josh, passes to you.
Passes to me. I am going to use Anne's green 5
Okay.
to also go down the
Nice.
dungeon.
So you're going to get a gold and an imp. And then, Anne, you immediately get to use a 5 as well then.
That is correct. And 5 is kind of an awkward one.
Awkward turtle.
Awkward turtle.
You could buy another building.
You can finish up your dungeon crawl.
Yeah, I really am upset that I would have to spend a 5 to move one room, though.
You can
do
spend an
have
imp to go down one.
I have no desire to.
Do you have any imps?
No,
Do you have
she
any
doesn't.
imps?
Not at the moment. I would have
'Cause if
been.
if you have 2 imps, you could always replace that final neutral die if you wanted to.
Oh, I haven't drafted anything. I would need 2 imps, and I only have 5 coins, so I could only buy 1 imp. Can I make that? Wait, how would I? So the final neutral die is already a 1. I would need to make this go down 2 or this go up 2.
You've got a
Correct.
5.
Or
on
make the 5 you have
that
right
you're
now.
currently using.
Go up 2.
Right.
Oh, that's
Do you
right.
have any imps currently?
I do
No.
not.
Because there's always the if you do have you're drafting next, right?
No, Matt will be drafting next.
Matt's next. Okay. I was gonna say there's always that the turn order spot that would give you a free imp as well.
But that's not going to help her with that.
No,
So
that
you-
wouldn't help now, but maybe
Yeah.
when she's drafting, because either one of those dice would let her.
So if I put my 5 here and I put my token on my imp, and then I would get an imp, and if nobody else claims either of these 2 spots, then I would get first place, a coin, and the imp.
Yep.
You would not get those are immediate benefits when you go on there, but you would claim the first player token if no one else goes there.
So this is no benefit. This is 1 coin. This is 1 imp. Whoever's furthest left on the track gets the first player token.
Correct.
Oh, okay. So, do you have 2 imps? You're going to do it. You would switch out that thing for
Maybe.
2 imps.
I don't know. I've got a couple things that I want to what I want to do. You worry about your own game.
Okay. What else can I do? Oh, I've got and I don't have. I have a 5. Bleh.
You could buy a small room or a 2-size room.
I could, but I don't think I want to spend the money on
buy a small room, too.
that.
Oh, did you move your little? Yes, you did.
I think I'm just going to take my victory points. Okay, so I'm going to be the first one here. I'm going to collect the first player chalice, and I'm going to move up 4 points in the victory track.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 15.
So I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm going to use the 3. I'm going to spend 2 imps
There we go.
to reduce that down to a 1.
Matt, I would have done the same thing after if you didn't use it for that.
Yeah. So then I'm going to replace this with my last colored die there.
Okay.
And so, Josh, it is your turn. You get a 3.
I have a 3.
You have a 3.
What will I do with a 3?
You can spend 2 imps to make it a 1, and then put it on the tracker here. I don't know. I'm giving you bad suggestions because I want you to do poorly.
Oh, I
Whoa!
didn't draw a card when I completed my job.
You only draw a card if you complete the wizard job.
Oh, okay.
That's what that icon is.
Okay.
Yep. So wizard gets you a card, the rogue gets you the subterfuge track, and then the brawn gives you trophies for the set collection at the end.
Okay.
All right. So Josh is looking to build some rooms right now.
I think I might. That might be what I do.
Okay. So He's building. Building.
I'm not building right now because I don't have the right stuff for it. 2, 2, 2. That's I'm gonna need money for that.
Mm-hmm.
So with my 3, I will.
Do you have anyone that can graduate?
I'm gonna have to spend money to do it. Yeah, let's graduate someone. I'll spend 2 gold.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make a wizard.
On which one?
The 2, 2, 2 one.
2, 2, 2. So you've got a wizard.
Yeah.
So that's going to give you 1 gold. So you get a gold back, and you get a victory point, and
Okay.
then you get to draw yourself a wizard card. And then what benefit are you going for your graduating?
I'll do the +1 on the wizard track.
Okay.
And I get a card. Alright. And I can play these cards at any time, right, Rainer?
That is correct.
All right. So then, Anne, it goes to you. So you've got a 5 there.
I have a 5, and it's also going to give Josh a 5. I'm going to take my 5, and I'm going to pay 2 gold coins.
You're gonna
I
build
just turned,
one room.
and I'm going to build 1 room, and I'm going to grab that trophy room.
Ooh, I was looking at the trophy room.
So the trophy room is going to give me 1 coin or 1 imp during every income phase.
And you placed it on your rogue marker there,
I
so you're going to get
did.
+1 to your rogue track.
And I'm also going to increase my maintenance track by 1. So now my maintenance costs are 2.
All right, and you get your victory point for building your room.
I did not. Now I do.
There you go. Josh, where are you putting your 5?
I think I'm going to put it at the same place.
Okay.
And I'm going to pay... Did you get your points for your room?
I did.
Okay. I'm going to spend 5 gold, 4 gold, to get a double room. And I'm going to get the one with the professor and the -1
To the maintenance?
to the maintenance. No, I'm going to put that so I also get the +1 sneaky sneak. So there's my... I'm just going to put a pile over here. What's this I'm at?
It was me.
That was Anne.
Oh.
So that one's immediately was your 2
So that's
coins
the
right?
end.
I wasn't pointing. I was
Okay.
flattening.
I'm going to get 2 points. And that's it.
Okay. And that's going to be the end of that. So that's the end of the action phase. We're going to the cleanup phase. So wipe out all the professors. And everyone pay your maintenance. So I've got a maintenance of 2 that I have to spend there.
I also have a maintenance of 2. There you go.
And Josh, what's your maintenance?
It was 2.
Okay. So then we are going to go ahead and pass a starting player marker.
So Matt, you're starting player.
Okay. And
You should probably put the turn order marker on the 3 as well.
Oh yeah, this should be on the 3. Thank you.
okay, so then we're going to get into the prep phase. So Josh, deal out the new professors and apprentices and give us a brief of what we've got there.
We got... Ooh, this professor is 2 warrior, 1 rogue. And the other one's 2 wizard and 1 rogue.
And what about our apprentices?
We have a 2 warrior, a 2 wizard, 1 rogue, 1 rogue, 2 warrior.
Okay. So then it's also during the income phase now, so everyone's going to receive 2 coins.
All right, I have some money over here, Matt.
Okay, so Anne's going to get 2. I'm going to get 3 coins because of my 1 card. And then, Anne, can you please pass me an imp?
Sure. And because I have my trophy room,
You get a coin or an imp.
I'm going to get... I think I'm going to take the imp.
All right.
Okay, so now it's time for me to roll. So I've got 3 red dice.
Are we adding additional die to the pool this
Yes,
turn?
I was going over
Yes.
that. We got 3 red dice, 2 blue dice, 1 green die. We have our... So there was no white die in that initial pool anymore. Then we're going to add 3 additional white die to that
Okay.
because it's turn 3. And we're going to add the black die. And the black die is whoever takes that one, everyone gets that action.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff. Now, I'm just trying to see what I've got here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the... I'm going to take the blue 3 right off the bat. So Josh, this is yours.
Okay.
I'm going to use that to go here, and I'm going to go for the 400
Okay.
warrior there, because I'm going to switch over to my board, and I've got 3 on my warrior track, and then I'm going to use my warrior, or my brawn apprentice there, who looks like Annie a little bit.
A little bit.
And I'm going to Dragonsgate her from that track. So that's going to give me a silver trophy and 1 coin for completing that. I'm also going to get 2 additional coins and an imp for completing that. And then it's going to pass. Oh, then she goes away. She Dragonsgates.
I flipped him upside down next to my board.
Yeah, just
Oh,
flip it
okay.
next to your board. And where are you putting that new worker on your board? Because you get the benefit of that too.
Excuse
The
me?
little circle token.
Circle token.
The
Sorry.
warrior token you just took.
The career token for your
Oh,
warrior.
thank you. There's where I put it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that on the +1 to the wizard track there.
Okay. So I'm going to take this 3, and I'm going to go get a new apprentice. I'm going to get this 2 wizard, 1 rogue apprentice.
That's a good apprentice right there.
And Rainer, that gets replaced, right?
They get. Let me double check. I know that they get cleared at the end of the round.
So in the meantime, that's not going to affect. Well, oh, that might affect what Anne chooses. So Anne, what are you looking at for your turn there?
I was thinking maybe I would go and graduate somebody as well. Oh, and there was also... I kind of liked...
No, they just refill at the end of the round.
Okay.
But you can always, if you are, especially if you're desperate for one, or there's one that doesn't really, you can't find one that matches what you're looking for. You can always take one from the top, but then you have to pay an extra coin for an apprentice or 2 coins for a professor.
All right.
But then you know what you're getting.
Sounds good.
So if I take... Do I want to take my roguey dude? If I take my roguey dude...
Your roguey dude.
My roguey dude is a technical term?
Ah.
Because my brawn guy is... My brawn girl is gone. That would make... Would it be good at 3? And I can... No. Okay. If I do... My wizard is my lowest one. The primary is what I'm going for. So if I do my wizard, then this would only be a max of 2. And I definitely have 2 in my other ones, but you already took the wizard token there because you're a terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't use coins to increase the primary.
Nope.
Because again, you're a terrible person.
Hey, you should have just got a wizard sooner.
Like I said, you're a terrible person. But I could take...
So, Josh, I'm sorry. Can you remind me what these symbols mean?
That's the additional bonus you get when you hire someone.
Okay.
Or additional requirement.
Or are they a requirement or a bonus?
They're a requirement. So
Oh, okay.
once you move on to the second and third stage, like you see at the top of the third, there's one that is blank. So that one has no additional requirement.
Okay.
But all the other ones have additional requirements on top of the skills
Okay.
you have to meet.
I need somebody who's got some wizard. That's a 2 and a 1. I need to get some wizard. And I don't really have enough income to maintain all that.
So what are you looking at, Anne?
I was looking at trying to complete a job. And you took the one that I have a 4 in for the brawn.
Right. Because I'm brawnier than you.
Stealth I have
Like
a
the paper towels.
3. How much do I have to pay to catch up a point? 1 coin?
1 coin each.
Yep.
So I could do my stealth guy. What's the advantage here as I increase up the track? It's just whoever's first on the track.
First. Oh, it's whatever order you're in. So
that's already not really an issue.
you can get a new apprentice.
I could. I don't know. if I really want either of those, because one is 2 brawn, that's fine, but the other one's 2 brawn and a stealth.
Yep.
And
that would let you get a warrior, like a higher level warrior, because you would be at like 5.
I'd have to make up my secondary though a lot.
This
Oh,
one's
that's 5 and
1/1.
1/1.
Or 5/2/2.
All right, I think that I'll do that. I'm gonna take the blue 4, and I will take her.
Okay. Josh just wanted to get another action out of it.
No, I wasn't even looking at the dice to see what
Sure.
she's gonna use. A 4. What am I gonna do with a 4?
That's a very good
I will
question.
take 4 money.
Okay.
And
You
I
have
have some
cash
money.
over there?
Hey, that's all the cash I have left over here, but yes.
Very good. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the... What am I going to take? That's a very
Is
good
it my
question.
turn, Matt?
Is it your turn?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, if
Because you just went, it's...
yeah.
Yeah.
You're just getting confused, Matt. It's okay.
That's what happens when you get old.
I am going to take the 1
Mm-hmm.
and get this professor.
Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the... Let me just double check what I've got available here. So I'm going to take the 3 here, and I'm going to spend that on this track, and
Okay.
I'm going to go for the 3/2/2.
Okay.
So I've got... I'm going to use this, the rogue student that I've got there, apprentice that I've got there. So her 1 plus a 2 is a 3. I've obviously got enough in the brawn track, and I'm down 1 in the wizard track, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend 1 of my coin to get that done. So she's going to graduate, and I'm going to grab this one here. That's going to give me 3 coins, so I'm going to trade in, get some coin there. And it's also going to give me +1 on the subterfuge track and an imp. So if you can please give me an imp.
Matt, can you ask what this...
What is this symbol here, Rainer?
So that just means that you have to have 2 previous tokens, and they can be of any type.
Okay, so just 2 additional tokens.
All right, so I've hired 2 other people already. Of any
Yeah,
type.
if you've had 2 that have graduated, then you would qualify for that.
Okay. All right, so that the one here with just the wizard on means I have to have 1 wizard already graduated.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab another imp. Can you give me an imp, please?
Also,
Imp
Matt,
warding.
you see on some of those the rogue tokens, in addition to the subterfuge advancement and the imp or so, some of them also contain a little seal, and those are tiebreakers at the end for the subterfuge track.
Okay. So going back to the board, Anne, it is your turn.
I need coins, which is poopy.
So
Take the
you can
4.
use the 4 to get coin. Get 4 coins with the 4.
Yeah.
I know exactly how this is going to play out, too. Okay, I'm going to use the red 4 to
Okay.
get 4 coins. And
Cool.
that means Matt gets to use his 4.
Indeedly doodly I do.
And what shall he do with it?
That's a very good question. I think I'm going to go ahead and spend an imp to make it a 5. And... Sorry, can you throw that imp over
Builder?
there?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to build a professor quarter.
Just the single spot?
I'm sorry, yeah, the chamber, the single one.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm sorry. Can you please make that the 2? The professor quarter?
With the -1.
Yes.
That I already
the minus
own?
1 to the... Oh, you already own it?
Yeah, I already own that.
Oh, okay.
So it's that, or you can get the 3-1. These 2 3-1s. 1 ups
Stealth.
stealth and 1 ups magic.
I'm going to take the single.
The single?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And so then Josh, it passes to you.
Passes to me. Okay.
Does indeed. So what are you using? Big bucks, no whammies.
I think I am also going to build something. I'll use Anne's green 5. And I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 4 and grab, I don't know what that's called, Matt. The lab.
I believe that is the laboratory. So that's going to give you 1 sorcery to your skill track, and you're going to draw a wizard card.
All right. Oh, I got it immediately. So, Matt, can you show that off?
Sure can. So Josh got this
And
bad boy
Chat's asking
here.
real quick how many rounds in this game. There's 5 rounds.
So Josh is going to get 2 imps, or increase your subterfuge track by 1. So which Josh?
I will take the 2 imps.
Okay. And then all other players are going to gain either 2 coin or 1 imp.
I'm going to take an imp.
I'm going to take 2 coin.
Thank you.
We're almost out of imps.
Yeah, we are almost out of imps. I'm importing over here.
All right, and Anne, you got the 5 to...
I'm going to change my 5 to a 1.
Put the imps back in the castle.
This is much more exciting when I've got the board cam and I can make my slim. Okay, I'm spent.
Sorry, go ahead. Do it.
Okay. Bam!
Now. Okay.
Sound effects is really
I'm
what
proud
does
of
it.
you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to turn this stupid thing into a 1, finally. And then I'm going to steal one of those and make it a green.
There you go. All right, so then it's going to pass over to me.
Yep.
And I'm going to use the... That's a very good question. What am I going to use?
I don't know.
So I'm going to use the 4 here. And...
Oh.
What are you looking to do?
So what's that professor that's there?
The professor that's there
Yeah.
is +1 stealth, +2 brawn.
+1 stealth, +2...
You could also
brawn.
spend 2 gold to get the top face down one.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna grab that professor. So I'm gonna spend 2 imps to change that to a 2, and I'm going to buy Mr. Professor there, or Miss Professor, and put her on my shiny new professor's quarters that she got.
Okay.
I bet she's like super excited for that.
I'm sure she
They
is.
just remodeled them, so now because of her, I'm gonna up my.
She's next to the bar. She's happy.
Yeah, and rogue track by 1 and my brawn track by 2. We're not very good at magic at my magic school, but we're really scrappy.
All right.
So, Anne, it's your turn.
I am going to take the red 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend 4 coin to get the arcane fair.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm going to knock everything over while I'm doing that. Okay,
What does
so
that give you?
the arcane fair I thought was pretty cool because it's going to immediately give me 2 coins.
I should have grabbed that.
And then it is going to allow me to draw 2 wizardry cards. Bam, bam.
Wham,
And
bam.
then I get to add a +1 to my sorcery skill track.
I should definitely... I don't know why I didn't grab that. That's because I don't have the book and I can't read everything.
Oh, I can. Oh, I have it immediately.
Okay. So, Matt, you want to show that off?
Yep.
So, your
That's
immediately
cool.
here is immediately place this card next to your player board. It counts as a bronze trophy at the end of the game. All other players gain 2 gold. Thanks for the gold, Anne.
You're welcome, guys.
Okay, back to the main board.
And then I can play my other one whenever I want. Right?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
it doesn't say immediately. Okay.
And what are you going to do?
That's
That's the end of my turn.
So, Matt, it's you. You got the red 5. What are you going to do with it?
Red 5. I'm going
I feel
to...
like that's a code word.
Red leader coming in.
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't get my
Did you get your points for the building?
1, 2,
I don't think I got my
1,
points for
2.
my building.
I'm going to go
Matt,
ahead and I'm going to... What?
I didn't give you your point for the
Oh,
building.
thank you. I'm going to use my 5 to build,
What are you building?
and I am going to build a weaponsmith. Is that available?
What does that one look like?
-1 to the maintenance track, +1 to the brawn track.
Is that a tube one? This one here?
Yes, it's a double. That is that one. So I'm going to place that on my board. And that's going to cost me how much gold again? 4 gold?
Yeah, 4 gold.
Okay. I think I can manage that. And that's going to increase me 1 on the maintenance track. Net 1. So it's going to increase me 2 and then minus 1.
Yeah.
So it doesn't increase my maintenance costs at all, which is very nice.
Oh, you want to? Let's get rid of that one.
All right, so then that's going to
All the cards go
increase
back on
my
PB.
brawn by another 1. So
That's
my
cute.
brawn's doing
No.
pretty good right now. I'm maxed
You're
out.
at max that brawn at 6.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm like a paper towel.
You're a... Because you're
Brawny.
brawny.
You didn't get it? Thank you.
No, I don't. Can you explain it to me?
No.
All right, so that it was my turn that grabbed the 5. You got your turn for it being your die, and that makes it Josh's turn.
Correct.
Okay, so it's my turn. I am going to use the 3. I'm going to...
You're going to...
I'm going to train my wizard that I just got.
Okay.
And I'm going to make him a beefy wizard because I'm making him a level 3 wizard. Because I have 7 wizard.
That's
I
a lot
have-
of wizard.
I have 3 stealth. I only have 1 brawn, so I have to spend 2. So I get the card for that. I'm also going to get 1 gold back, and I'm going to get 4 points.
Jeez.
That was a nice one there, Josh.
Yeah, it
So
was.
what's that
Oh,
last
yeah.
student that we've got?
The last student is 2 brawn. Because that's what you need, Matt. Immediately place this card next to your player board. It counts as a gold trophy at the end of the game. All the players get 1 gold and 1 victory point.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And then I'm going to use this and put it on my Saboteur track to +1.
Okay.
So at least I'll get up 2 points at the end of the game.
Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to use that 3 to pick up that student.
The student?
Yeah. Okay. So I got myself a new student. She is 2 brawn, 0 for everything else. She's brawny.
Okay.
And then it's my turn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use that 5, which means you guys are all going to get the 5 as well afterwards.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my imp here to augment that 5 into a 6. And I'm going to train with it.
Wait, so question, because you've augmented...
It's a 5 for you still.
It's still a 5.
Oh.
So I'm going to augment with it. So I've got 7. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go onto this track here and do... So that takes... It's a 5-2-2 with 2 additional fight required.
No, you have to have 2 warriors trained already.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I misunderstood that. Well, hold the phone then. That changes up everything.
You can go up here.
I can go up there. So
If
that's...
you have 7. Do you have the 2 3s?
I do have 7.
You need
That's
to spend 2 gold.
Where do you get that from?
Because your magic is only a 1. It's 7,
for
3, 3.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually gonna so that's let me do that one then. You're right.
All right,
so
so
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
spend 2 gold.
You're going to
And-
get 3 gold back for
yeah,
it.
spend 2 gold, so I'm gonna get net 1 gold, and
You're going to get 4 points.
okay, that's a gold trophy for the end for me. That's you gave me my points there, and then I'm gonna put this on my track here, so I'm gonna give myself an additional gold. So
And is that the second person you hired this round?
yes,
What was the first one?
another fight.
The
No, I'm
level-
sorry, the rogue one. So this rogue.
Oh, okay. So
3
you
gold.
didn't get any points
Yeah,
for it.
no points for it.
I just want to make sure I didn't.
Nope,
Get
you're
3
good.
points.
So now you guys can go ahead.
So, Anne, you get the...
5 is rough.
Use your imps.
You could
I don't have any.
build something.
Let's... Yeah, I mean, it's going to kick me back up that maintenance track. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, unless I get something that's a... And then I only will have
You can get one of the -1s.
1. What was the other one that I had my eye on?
I don't know.
You don't know I wasn't sharing my innermost secrets
I
with
mean,
you?
you
You
could
were
do more
not.
so training in the dungeon.
For what purpose
You
exactly?
just do jumping jacks at the end and just make fun of us.
That sounds like a great idea.
I
I'm
know.
glad she acknowledges that. Okay.
Why don't you go first?
Okay, you're buying something. I'm going to use 2 imps to make that 5 a 1 to switch out one of these dice. So, Anne, what are you doing?
Well, Anne's thinking. Now is also probably when you're going to want to start thinking more towards the end of the game as well, because you have 2 rounds left, and you want to look at things that are, especially for the end game scoring, any empty rooms, any empty spots in your school grounds will actually make you lose points at the end of the game. And then also, as far as the careers go, you want to make sure that if you can, that you are also training at least one from the different careers to not miss out on those victory points either.
Okay, so then I'm going to purchase... Neither of you have the Alchemist? No. I'm going to purchase the Alchemist, which is a 2 room for 4 coin. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to go right there. It's going to give me a bonus to my magic, and it's going to take me down 1 on the maintenance track. So I'm going to go up 2, boom, boom, and then down 1.
Okay.
So I'm at 4.
Clean
You
up,
just
everyone.
took that for the Triforce symbol, right?
Yeah, I kind of did.
So it's time to clean up. Remove all apprentices and professors from the board. Pay your maintenance costs. So everyone, please pay your maintenance.
I have to pay 3.
Oh, shoot.
Mine's
And
at
doesn't
2.
have enough money.
I thought income phase comes before it.
Losing some prestige.
Yeah, so how many each is it?
1 prestige per coin, I
No,
believe.
2 per
It's
prestige.
2 prestige per coin that you can't.
Oh, that's rough.
So you're going to lose 6 prestige.
Prestige worldwide.
Does that card help you at all?
No. Can I take my turn back and just not do anything with the 5?
You could always claim the
could've-
first player token.
You could have claimed the first player token.
Got
And get a
yourself an
coin
imp in
that
the
will have-
process, or a coin.
Alright, you know what? I'm doing a mulligan.
Okay.
I'm doing a mulligan.
So take your 4 gold back.
Okay, and take me down 2 for... Did I move my up for the room? I must
Yeah.
have. Okay, so I'm taking my 4 coin back. Did you move my maintenance track already?
Yeah, I
What are
already
you touching my board
I'm
for?
trying to help you.
Okay, and
then
then
which one would you have taken?
I would have taken the imp.
Okay, so you get an imp. And you're going to have first player token.
Okay. I'd have
Okay.
had first player token anyway.
So, Josh, can you refresh the board there? And then we're
Yep.
all going to get 2 gold,
And
plus
you
any additionals
paid
that
my
you get.
maintenance.
All right, so we got a wizard with a 2
I need an imp, by the
wizard,
way.
1 warrior.
These are professors.
Professor, and then this guy's a 1/1/1. Then for students, we have a 1 wizard, 1 warrior, 1 wizard, 1 rogue, and 2 rogue.
Okay.
And you, everyone gets 2 gold.
Yep, already did that.
Everybody got 2 gold. You got your imp. I get either an imp or a gold, and I think I want the imp.
And you get to, no, you don't get to roll the black die.
Black die comes back in the last
It
round,
also
though.
fits, so-
Matt, can you move the turn token? Thank you, Anne.
Okay.
Interesting. Lots of high rolls there, Anne.
Yeah, I wish this was
So what are you taking
something
first?
cool. Okay, so I definitely want to graduate somebody.
Done graduate.
Done graduate. So I have a 3 now in both my magic as well as my brawn.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a +1 magic here. So I could do the 4. Oh, I could do that pretty easy, huh? I would need to pay gold. Okay, so I'm going to take... This means I had to already have done somebody who's done a magic.
Yep.
So I can't do that. But...
Yeah, so you can, right now you can only do level 1, or you can do either of these level 3s.
Which 2 level 3s?
This one, the one that has no additional requirement, this one needs 1 warrior, you have 1 warrior already.
I really want... Bronze chalice. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this wizard. So I'm going to take...
Which die are you using, by the way?
I will use that blue 6. I'm going to take my wizard, who has 1 point. I've got 3 already on my track, which makes it a 4. I easily pass both my primary and secondary, which means I'm going to get a victory point. Come here, you little token. I'm going to take the victory point. Do I want to do it for the bronze? No, I lied. That can go back. I'm going to use... that doesn't even really matter. I'm going to use her anyway, but I'm going to do it for... no, that's just a bonus. I'm going to do it for my brawn, but I already have a 3 in my primary and a 1 in either of them, so I'm going to take this brawn and graduate her. So I get a
Bronze trophy.
Thank you. A victory point.
1 additional victory point and an imp.
Bam.
And then that was Josh's 6. So Josh, you got a 6 to play with.
I will also do a train, I guess. I'm going to train here.
Okay.
So it's a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my 1 rogue, which will make them a 4. Because I have 3 rogue. I have 5 magic, so I'm good there. I only have 1 warrior, so I need to spend 2 coins. And then I will get the... this here. So I'm going to go 1 up the track.
Subterfuge track?
Yep.
The S track. Watch that S car go.
I'm also going to get an imp and 2 points.
Okay.
So imp and 2
then
points.
it passes to your turn, Josh.
And then I get to place this on my map. I'm going to use that to get a coin. My turn, I am going to use... There's no 3s or 4s?
Nope, there are no 3s or 4s. You've got imps, though.
I do have imps, I just...
Don't be stingy with your imps. Imping ain't easy, Josh. Huh?
No. No. We're not friends.
I'll turn this 2 to a 3 for me.
Okay.
So I can get a student, or apprentice, and I'm going to get this 2 rogue apprentice.
What other apprentices are there?
1 wizard, 1 rogue, and 1 wizard, 1 warrior.
Okay.
Does this count as a trophy?
Sure does.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
So Matt, you have a 2 to use.
I have a 2. What do I want to use the 2 for? Just looking at my options here. So I'm gonna... Oh, man. So a 2, I can use it to just buy points. I can use... No, I can't. I could use it to get gold. I can use it to get...
A professor.
A professor. And what professors are there? Please remind me.
This one is +1 to everything, and this is a +2 wizard, +1 brawn.
A 2 wizard, 1 brawn.
Yep.
I'm going to do that, actually. I like that.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab that one. And then I'm going to kick one of my professors out of the school. Because they're not up to snuff. So I'm taking away the one that's just 1 brawn, and then I'm replacing them with a 2 wizard, 1 brawn. So that's going to up my wizard track by 2. So I'm at 3 for that now.
Okay.
So
Matt, it is now your turn.
So it is my turn. So what do I want to do? Alright, so I'm going to take Anne's green 6 here. I'm going to play that, and I'm going to train up my apprentice that I've got, who is a wizard apprentice +1. So I've got 3 on my track, and I'm going to go for the 4th. Oh, so that means I have to have someone trained as a wizard already. Yep. Why do I always keep doing that to myself?
Is 4 your max for them?
4 is my max for them.
You can get level 1.
So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build. So I'm going to build an alchemist. So that is the Triforce with the... No, I'm sorry, not the minus. I'm back it up. I'm going to do the Arcane Fair. So that is the one that gives you 2 cards.
This one?
You bought that already. Damn. Man, Anne.
Sorry.
Hold up a second. And you bought the laboratory, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Which one?
The laboratory. Yeah, he's got it.
The labradoodle. I'm still going to go ahead and buy...
But are there this one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
there's two?
there's 3 of them.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh.
There's 3 of these, the generic ones.
So
Oh.
is there another one of this?
No.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. It actually I'm sorry. It says number of tiles in the book.
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy that laboratory then.
Okay.
So that's 4 gold?
Yep.
Okay, so give me
You're gonna
please
get
2
2
victory points for that.
points.
So that's going to go on my board over here. Let me show that off. And then that's going to increase my wizard track by 1. And then I'm going to gain a wizard card. And then I increase my maintenance by 2. And my wizard card is... Oh, sorry, let me... Oh, nice. My wizard card is -2 maintenance. And then you guys either get 1 gold or 1 imp.
I'll take a gold.
So my maintenance got super cheap.
You have 4 imps. You're imp heavy over there.
I'm going to take a gold. Fine.
She wants to be Snow White in the 7 imps.
I'm trying. So, because that was my 6,
Yes.
it's going to be my turn.
Correct.
Yep.
Window.
I am going to take my brawny student, brains and brawn, and I am going to use her +2. I have 3 on my track, which makes it a 5. I already have 2 people trained as brawn. My minimum in anything is at least 2, and I'm going to train here for the brawn. Yes, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
So I'm going to take this token here. She did graduate.
2 points.
She gave me my 2 victory points
You're
from
gonna get
there.
2 gold, and you're gonna get. Is that more points?
It's 1 gold and a
Oh,
trophy.
1 gold and a trophy.
So I'm going to take 3 gold altogether. 1 gold from the token, 2 gold from accomplishing that, and you know what? I'm also... Wait a second, I just want to... Yeah. I'm going to take the coin option.
Okay.
So I'm going to take another gold.
All right, my turn.
Nope, it's Anne's turn.
Oh yeah, sorry, Anne's turn. And what are you doing?
You're getting really excited over there. Okay. I am
Legend.
legend. What can I do with him? I can do... 3 would be my primary. So I could do the 2, 2, and 2, and I think I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to take the red 6.
Okay.
I am going to take my student here. I am going to, even though I would have 3 as my max, I'm going to do the 2, 2, 2 in the rogue.
Okay.
Train him up. I will take that coin.
So
Make a
that's going to
point.
give you what, Anne?
This is going to give me, thank you, Matt.
That's going to give you +2
Did you already
on
do
the
my thing?
subterfuge track.
Yes.
So you
Yeah,
are
I just gave you
green,
your point.
so you're going to go up 2 there.
I'm going to get a token for accomplishing this, and Josh already gave me my victory point. I think that's off the side of the camera.
And then you could place this somewhere on your board.
And I'm going to place it on my +1 to my magic.
Okay. So that was my 6 that you used.
Yep.
So I'm going to
Yes.
use this opportunity to train then. So I'm going to go gopher. So I've got 4 +1. Let's see. I can do a couple things here. Can I do that? I can't do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to train under this track. So it's 5, 2, 2.
Okay.
Plus I need to have 2 people trained as brawlers, which I do.
Okay.
And I nail all that. I don't have to spend any gold, and I'm training the wizard there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that. I get 2 gold, 2 victory points, and a wizard card. And then I'm going to place that on my board here. So that's going to give me +1 to the subterfuge track. And I need some gold. Who's hoarding all the singles?
Anna's.
And there's 5s, please.
What?
Here you go.
There's 5s.
I don't understand. How many did you give him?
5.
6.
I feel like you did give him 6.
And so that's going to give me, how much gold did I say again? 2 gold?
Yep.
Okay. And you gave me the 2 victory points. And my card here is going to be, I'm
You
going
don't
to
have to play it right now, Matt. You can play it later if you want.
okay.
Only if it says play immediately.
Oh, okay. I'll hold on to it then.
Okay. So now it's my turn.
It is your turn, Josh.
I'm going to take Anne's green 6, and I'm going to go in the dungeon. 1, 2, 3. I get 1 warrior. I get a point. And I'm going to get 3 gold. And you have a 6 to use now.
Okay, I'm going to use my card.
Okay.
Okay.
So my card is that I get to draw 3 professors from the pile.
Keep 1. Place the rest at the bottom. And all the players gain a gold. So, Josh, you gain a gold?
Chat's asking, how many students should you have graduated to be considered a well-played game? Rainer.
Well, I mean, the nice thing about the game is that you can kind of choose. The max you can have is 7. So once you have had 7 graduate, then that's the max you can have. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a great measure of whether that's a well-played game or not. It's really about finding the balance between the buildings, the students that you have graduating, and making sure that you get the most out of your turns.
Okay.
I chose a professor that I'd like to show off, Matt. I'm kicking out my professor that gives me +1 magic, so my magic's going to go back down to 3. And I'm replacing him with a professor that's going to give me a victory point.
A coin.
Oh, shoot. I was at 22 or 23.
And a fight. A brawl. Hey, Rainer, it looks like your video might have frozen on Skype.
Okay.
I don't know if you can refresh that easily on your end. Or restart the call.
Yeah, I can restart it.
So, Anne, what else?
Was I 2 points behind you or 3?
3, according to Josh. So, Anne, what are you doing with your die? Did you determine that yet?
No. So now You're getting very excited. What are you doing? What are you doing with your turn? I want to go. It's my turn. It's my turn. Okay, so I have a 6 now. Do I want... I don't... Maybe I do... No, it's a 1 or a 2. I don't have any more students to kick out. I could spend imps to make it a 4, but I don't think that I want to do that. This is the 4th round?
Correct.
I'm going to have 3 maintenance. Oh, that's a pretty good deal. I'm green. I'm ahead there. I'm okay with that. I only need 3 for maintenance. I'm going to turn in 7 coins. 5, 6, 7.
For 3 victory points?
For 3 victory points.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. So my turn. I'm going to use the 5 that's there.
Which one?
The blank 5, or the generic 5. And thinking of what I want to do here. I'm going to go ahead. What are the 2 students that we've got available, Anne?
We have 1 student who has 1 in magic and 1 in rogue, and 1 student who has 1 in magic and 1 in brawn.
Okay. So, I'm going to use that 5 to grab the student.
Well, this is a 3 and a 4, Matt.
I'm going to use an imp.
Okay.
And I'm going to make that... I'm going to grab the student that has the rogue ability.
The rogue ability, that is this one. Okay. Hey,
Okay.
Rainer.
So I bought myself a new student.
Sorry about that.
And then it's going to pass to you, Anne.
Okay, I am going to use the blue one, and I'm going to put my stupid green thing out there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm replacing it, right? Yeah, so that goes away. So now you have a blue one.
All right, so I have a blue one. I'm going to go train. And I want that warrior. It's a 3/2/2, right?
Yes.
So I have everything for that perfectly fine.
There you go.
So I get the warrior, so I'm going to get a victory point. I am also going to get 3 gold. Can I have some more gold.
Yep, there you go. 3 gold.
And then I'm gonna put this on. I'll get an imp. My turn.
Yes,
Yes.
it's your turn.
So I need to train more people.
Do you want the 5 or the 5?
I'm gonna definitely take the red 5.
Okay. And what are you going to do with it?
I'm gonna take the red 5, and I'm gonna finish this up.
Okay.
So you get to that. I get another point.
So
I get and 2 other points.
I'm going to use that 5 then to make a new building, and I'm going to spend 4 gold, and I'm going to make a guild hall.
Did you move my token? You sure did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was ahead of you, that's all I know.
So can you please build me a guild hall?
Which icon
It's
is
a
the guild
yellow,
hall?
2 wide, that gives you +1 to the subterfuge and +1 to the rogue track.
This one?
Yes.
That is that one, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build that on my map here. Increase the maintenance track by 2, increase my rogue by 1, and then increase my subterfuge track by 1 as well. So then it's my turn now.
Okay.
So I've got the 5 available, and I'm going to use that 5 to do something. What is the question? So what options do I have here?
Thanks for joining us, DJ Fox.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that 5 on the dungeon track. So that's going to give me 1 victory point and 3 gold.
Okay.
Cool. So then, Josh, you're going to get a 5 now.
All right, so I'm going to use 5. I'm going to use one of my imps to make that a 6. So I can go train.
Okay.
And then I'm going to train the middle level 2 and turn my warrior into... turn in my rogue. So I'm going to get the middle rogue.
This one here?
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to give you 1 subterfuge and 1 imp.
1 subterfuge.
Okay. That's for you.
All right.
Coolio.
So all the dice have been used.
See.
So now it is the cleanup phase.
Clean up.
Remove all apprentices and professors from the game board, pay maintenance, and pass the starting player marker. So this is going to be the start of our 5th round.
I'm going to become starting player because you were last.
Yep.
All right, now the beginning of our...
You need to refresh the apprentices and the professors.
Okay, so new professor, +1 magic, +2 fight. And this is +2 rogue. And then for our students, we have a 1 magic, 1 rogue, 1 everything, and 1 everything.
Okay. And I need an imp, Anne.
Okay. There is your imp.
Cool.
What'd you get the imp for?
I get it at the start of every
Oh, so
phase.
you're already in the income phase?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to get 2 gold.
Okay. And then Anne gets 2 gold as well, and you get an extra gold or an imp.
I am going to take... Did I pay my maintenance? I didn't. That goes to go away. I'm going to take the gold.
Alrighty then. So Josh, get rolling.
All right. Oh, you put the black die in for me?
I did.
Oh, so yeah, all the dice now. Okay.
All right.
So many 3s.
Yeah, a lot of 3s.
You guys were complaining last time you didn't get enough 3s.
I think Josh was complaining.
I don't recall any of this. All right, so what do I need? I need a new student. I'm not happy with any of them there. Take a red 3
Okay.
to get a student.
And which student are you
I'm
taking?
going to pay 1 gold and
The
take a
top
blind
deck
one.
a student. And what you get?
1/1 student.
Okay. So I'm going to use that 3 to... Now, what are the student options again?
1/1, 1/1, and then or a 1/1/0.
Oh, okay.
So no 2.
No 2, unfortunately. So I'm trying to see what's on the board here. Let's see what we got here. So what can I use to do some stuff and things here? This is mildly difficult. So I'm gonna use that 3 to buy a 1/1/1 student, whichever one you feel like giving me.
Yeah, that one.
Thank you. And then it's gonna go to my turn again.
Yep.
I'm gonna take this green 1 here, and I'm gonna spend it here, and I'm gonna buy the professor that gives you +2 to your rogue. And I'm gonna kick one of my professors out of here. I'm going to kick the +1 fight professor out.
Okay.
So my brawn's going to go down by 1, and then my rogue's going to go up by 2. And then, Anne, it is your turn.
I'm going to copycat you. I'm going to take the other professor.
Oh, look at you.
I'm going to kick my professor that gave me the permanent bonuses out of the victory point and the coin. He had a +1 brawn. This new professor has a +2 brawn, and he also has a +1 magic.
All right, Anne. It's your turn.
It is my turn. I am going to take the blue 3, and I'm going to take the 1/1/1 student.
Okay, Josh. You have a 3 to spend.
3 to spend.
Indeedly doodly.
I'm going to pay another gold to take up student.
Okay. And then, Josh, it is your turn to grab a die.
I'm not happy with these students. They're really bad.
They're not good students. I'm going to blame them. Not enough effort.
I'm going to go to build a building. And I am going to spend 4 gold and get the one that puts me up on the track one and
Okay.
gives me 1 rogue. And I'm also going to get 2 points.
And I'm going to use that 5 to move myself up 2 in the dungeon track here.
The blue 5?
So I'm going to get, no, the
2
red
points.
5 you just
Oh,
used.
the red one.
So I get 2 points, and then I'm going to get a bronze trophy at the end of the stuff here.
Okay.
So now it is my turn. And I'm looking at what I want to do here. So I think I'm going to spend... I've got 6 rogue. My students have 1 rogue amongst them. So I can do some cool stuff there. I'm going to go ahead and train here. So I'm going to use this blue 6. No, I'm going to use this green 1. And I'm going to go train here.
Okay.
For the rogue. And then I'm going to... I've got the prerequisites. It's 644, so I'm all good there.
Okay.
I'm going to spend this student. I'm going to grab this here. I'm going to
an
get
imp.
4 victory points. I get an imp. And then I'm going to get +1 on the subterfuge track. And a seal.
All right.
Okay, I am going to... Oh, hold on a second. What am I... Oh, because these are this way. That's why I'm confused.
Okay.
So it's this way. I really need that. Okay. That's taken.
What are you thinking, Anne?
I was hoping I could train up somebody.
I know you're trying here.
I am. I think that I'm going to... This puts me in a rough predicament.
What a predicament.
What a predicament. I think I'm going to pay the gold. I'm going to use... Oh, I could do that too. I didn't even consider that. Sorry. That one's taken. What was the coin with the things
You
here?
need 2 of it. You meet the requirement. You need 2 of any class.
Okay, I'm going to take the wizard there. I'm going to take my chickie. She's got a +1, which brings my track from 4 to 5 for the wizard. The sub ones are each 1, and that's fine because I have a 2 and a 5. So I'm going to train her as a wizard.
All right, you're going to get 2 points for it, and you're going to get a gold.
Okay, did you move my
Yes,
2
I just
points?
moved your 2 points.
Okay, so then I got the gold,
And then you get a card.
and I get a card.
Something good? Is it a play immediately?
It's not, but I'm going to play it immediately anyway.
Okay, and it's going to be -2 to your maintenance track.
1, 2.
And then all players gain... What's that symbol?
You get to
+1.
move 1 space in the dungeon, guys. Yay! I like that card. This is a good
nice.
time.
It goes to the bottom deck.
All right, so then what are you picking for your actual die then?
Ah, jeez, it's my turn again, isn't it? I'm going to take, there was a 3, a red 3, and I'm going to use it to take this student here.
Okay, so that was my red 3. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to train in this rogue right here. So it's going to give me 4 victory points.
Can you move him up 4, please?
It's also going to give me +1 to the track here. And I'm going to get 2 gold as well. All right. So Josh, your turn.
I'm going to take this 2 and use it here and spend 2 gold to get a professor.
Okay.
And then I have to replace one of my current professors.
Who are you replacing?
I'm placing one of my guys who gives me 2 magic. This guy gives me, or 1 magic. This guy already gives me 1 magic, but gives me 2 stealth.
Okay. And Anne, you get a 2 now.
I do. Not much I can do with the 2. Do you feel good about that?
It rhymed.
You're really proud of that?
Yeah.
I am going to...
What are you going to do?
That's fine. That's not fine. Oh, man.
Whatever shall you do, Anne?
I'm going to pay 2 imps
Mm-hmm.
to turn my 2 to a 3 or a 1. It doesn't even matter. And I'm going to train this student who is a...
Why did
You only have to pay 1
You don't
imp.
have to pay 1 imp to change it.
Oh! Why did I pay 2?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm paying the 1 to do that. Oh, do I want the victory point or the 2 coins?
Victory points are worth more at the end of the game.
Yeah, I want the victory point. So I'm going to... Oh, but that means I have a 4, and I've already trained a wizard, but you took the rogue there. It's not enough for a 5. And we've decided that victory points are worth more at the end of the game. Okay, I'm going to train this student as the rogue.
Okay. And what's that going to give you?
It's going to get me up 2 spaces on the track,
Okay.
Oh, that was a +2.
right?
Yep.
Yep.
I can't
I
see
wasn't
them.
questioning you. I always question myself.
Okay.
So I'm going to train that person, and then this is going to go there. And you gave me my victory point?
Yep.
And I need an
No,
imp.
I did not. You get a
Okay.
victory point and you get an imp.
Yes, please, thank you.
Okay. So my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab your 5 there, Josh, and I'm going to spend an imp to turn it to a 4, and I'm going to top deck a student.
Okay. So
That's the imp.
That's the
the
imp.
imp.
That's a
So
top
let's
student.
see what student I got here. So I got me a 1/1/1.
All right. I will also
Little
spend
Purple Riding Hood.
Imp. I'm going to turn that 5 to a 6, though.
Okay.
Go here, and I'm going to train this guy here over here. I need to spend 1 gold because I don't have quite enough brawn. I don't have the 3 brawn. I only have 2. But I'm going to get this +2 on the
Subterfuge track.
subterfuge track.
Okay. So you are what color? You're
Blue.
blue.
I'm
You're
going to
go
leapfrog
up
you guys.
that away. Okay. Now, is there any other +2s up there? No, there's not. Oh, that was a good move there, Josh.
Yep.
Almost like you thought of it.
Yeah.
Almost.
I tried.
My turn?
I'm also going to get 4 points and get a gold back. So now it is your... No, it is...
Anne's turn.
My turn.
It's Anne's turn.
It is Anne's turn.
He's okay with it now.
No.
I need to process it.
I'm obviously going to use the blue... Oh, man, I don't have my students train. How did that happen? I'm not changing anything there.
Use imps to go get a student. Either die.
One, 2. That's going to make that my cost if I do that. Ooh, this is not good.
Not good at all.
Not good at all.
Josh, how many seals do you have?
That's a secret.
Is it?
I don't know.
Rainer, is that common information or hidden information?
I believe that it is known information.
Okay. So,
So
Josh,
I
that means
have-
you answered the
I have-
question?
I have 1.
Okay, thank you.
I was just hoping you forgot.
What happens if you tie on seals also?
If there's a tie in seals, then you... let me look here.
I know, I have to give you the
Then
complicated
it's
ones.
player order that breaks the tie.
Ah.
So, who was first? You were first.
Yes.
So I would be next player order?
Or no, you want to be... I don't know.
You can also take the start player, even though you won't get to go first in a future round. But it gives you 1 point, and then that would also allow you to break the tie in your favor.
Matt, don't forget your sets for each one you have. I don't know if you remember that.
The trophies?
No, for the classes that you train.
Oh, is it
Every
sets of
different-
classes,
Yes,
or is it
it's
total?
sets of classes.
Oh, I thought it was just if you've got 3 different classes, you get 3 points.
No, it's for each 3 classes you have, I believe.
Yep.
Oh,
For every 3 different ones.
so if you get 2 of each one, let's say, then you would get 2 points at the end for that.
4 points.
4 points.
Oh, sorry, yeah, 4 points. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, that changes things up a little bit.
Because I thought I could just go more rogue heavy, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I want to get the bonuses.
I want...
So Anne really needs another mage.
And that's kind of a decision you have to make, right? Is how much do you want to balance it, and how much do you want to focus?
If I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, you can. Why not?
Because I don't have another student.
Use the 6. Use your 2 imps to buy a student. And then when I use that 1...
Then you
don't-
could train.
You can train.
Because everyone gets to use the one.
Because everyone gets to use it.
Man.
Man, what?
My 2 imps are a victory point. How much is the match if I'm able to swing a wizard?
If you
2
swing a-
points.
It's 2 points.
So it's
but
more- it's
here's
worth
the
more.
thing: you can get this wizard, right?
Yeah, maybe.
That would give you 2 points.
Alright, so I'll do that.
So like
Alright, what am I doing?
So
I'm
then
using
2
2
imps.
imps to change the 6
to a 4.
to a 4.
Top deck and a student.
Top deck
So you spend
student.
a gold to do it.
So what you get?
I got a 1, and a 0.
And so then you would train next time around. So you
Yeah.
just picked up the student.
Yeah.
So Josh, this is where you pick up the 1.
I pick up the...
Oh, I'm sorry. You get the
6.
6 that she just used.
The 6 that you just used. So I could train with this. I can't train a warrior, though, because I need at least a 4, and my warrior's a 3 right now. So... this is going to suck if I do that.
He's going to take the stealth track, and then I'm going to get stuck with a 5-point spread.
So, and how many seals do you have?
None.
That's one thing to consider. You have 0, yeah.
This is interesting, because I'm kind of... the other thing is, I have no money. I am very poor, and I'm going to have to owe 4, and I only have 2 right now.
Oh, so it might be worth it for you just to get the gold.
Because I was thinking of buying so I was thinking I could buy a room to up my warrior by 1.
Oh, that's going to hurt you, though, for the maintenance phase.
But then it's going to even hurt me more for the maintenance phase, because I'm going to have to pay 5, and I have no money.
The mincemeat phase.
So I'm thinking I'm just going to train.
Okay. So what are you training?
And I could train... I think I'm going to train a wizard.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't... the only rogue I could train is that one, but that's not worth the time and energy, I think. So I'm going to train a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go for this one here. No. That's going to spend my 2 gold, but I'll get 2 gold back. And then I can get more money.
Remember that each open space you have at the end is going to be minus victory points as well.
I don't have it. I can't. I have 1 empty space. I'll just have to manage with it.
Unless you buy the one that reduces your maintenance costs.
They're all 2 spaces that reduce it.
Oh, and you don't have enough gold for it?
I don't have enough space
you don't
for it.
have
I only
enough
have one.
space for it.
I only have 1 missing space, so I'm not worried about the 1 point. I'm worried about if I don't have enough gold to pay for everything.
Okay.
It's minus 2 points per each gold. So I'm gonna use the 6. I'm gonna train on this track here. I need to spend 2 gold because I don't have the bronze for it. I'm gonna take this warrior, this wizard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a card. Okay. I'm gonna get 2 gold back. And that's the end of that.
So now you can grab your 1.
So I'm gonna grab the 1. And I need... how much money do I need to pay 4?
I don't know what he's doing.
I'm just seeing how much money I need to pay and how I want to play this.
Heart of the cards, Josh. I believe in you.
I need 4 gold. I have 2. That would give me 3. That doesn't really help me, though.
Really weighing out the odds here, huh?
If I make it a 2, I just get the 2 gold I need. I get that. And I could do that.
And you need 2 gold.
Yeah, I need 2 gold. So I'm going to make that 1 a 2 for me. I'm going to spend 1 of my imps. I'm just going to grab 2 gold.
Okay.
So I'll have my 4 to pay.
So you won't lose the victory points from
So I
it.
won't lose any victory points for it. And then, Matt, you get
A 1.
a 1.
So I'm going to use that to train.
Okay.
So first up, I'm going to play this wizard card here. I don't really need to, but I'm going to. So it's going to give me an imp and a victory point.
Okay.
And then everyone else gets a gold. So that goes away.
I need a gold, please.
An imp, please.
Thank you.
And move me up 1 on the victory points.
Yep.
And
I
I'm going...
never moved myself up 4.
You sure you didn't?
I don't think I did.
I think you did. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. He's going to leave it, though. So I'm going to train on that level 3 wizard, the one remaining.
Okay.
So that's a what, a 6/4/4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm good there.
All right. So you get this.
So that's going to give me 4 victory points and an imp. And so my wizard card that I got, I don't have to. Oh, it is an immediate. Draw 3 plus. Choose 1 to keep. Place the rest at the bottom of the pile. Either wizards or apprentices. Well, that doesn't really help me right now, does it?
I get an imp, and can you give me a
Well,
gold?
there's the majority at the end of the game. Whoever has the most apprentices or professors will score 1 prestige.
So you need to have an. So yeah, might as well just give me an apprentice then, just so I have something to score at the end, right?
Right.
And then I'm gonna. Yeah. So then you guys get some goodies there.
Here you go. I don't know what you want. I just gave
It doesn't matter. Oh, that's a really strong one too.
Yeah.
It's been great to have that earlier in the game. And you gave me the. I need an imp for that as well.
I gave it. I tossed it over there.
I don't have it. Thank you.
And then what are you doing with your 1?
I am going to train on the 4 wizard track with this apprentice here, which gives me +1 for magic and rogue. You didn't move, but you have tokens. So you're going to get 4 points on here?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that'll give me whatever. That's the right thing to do, I think. I think that's the right move.
Okay, so you're going to get 2 victory points. You're going to gain an imp. You're going to gain a wizard card. So please move Anne up by 2 on the victory point track and throw an imp her way.
Yes.
And so, oh, wow. She got
Wait. Before you say anything, did you give me my imp?
Yeah. Your imp? No.
Okay, give me my imp. Did you move me up
Yeah, I moved
the
you up
2 points in the
2
victory
points.
track? Okay,
I want to
now.
hold on to that until after. No, Josh already used his 1, right? Okay, so Josh isn't going to be able to do anything
Yeah, I can
else.
do anything else.
So Josh is going to, Anne's going to gain +2 on the subterfuge track.
That's so.
So she's going to leapfrog everyone.
Oh my god.
And then, Josh, we're going to gain a gold and a victory point.
That is such a game changer.
It really is.
That
That's
was
a
so
huge swing at the very
crazy.
end.
Oh,
I was really hoping
Matt, you have
mine
enough
would've
money
been.
to pay for everything for your stuff, right?
You short? Look.
I'm going to play these 2 cards now, since there's no point not to.
So Josh is going to gain an imp and a victory point, and everyone else gains a gold.
Okay.
And then his other one is Josh is going to gain, I'm assuming, 2 victory points.
Yep.
And then Anne, we're going to gain 2 gold.
Okay. Can I have 1 gold, Josh?
Yep.
Thank you. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so that's all the dice done. So now it's time for us to do our cleanup phase.
Really?
So everyone pay your maintenance cost.
I did.
So starting player marker is going to move to me, technically.
Okay.
I have to pay my 4 maintenance. Oh no, whatever will I do? We've got all the money in the world right now. And so now we're going to go to our scoring phase. So it's time for us to tally up some scores here. So I'm going to go to the main
Did
camera.
I do that wrong?
Oh no, we got the board camera because we have our tracks.
Yeah.
So everyone has what they've got on the tracks. Then for every 5 gold you have, you're going to gain 1 victory point.
Okay, let's turn this in one at a time because you know me in organization. I don't do really well. So I have 1 5 gold coin. I'm turning it in. Would you please move me up 1?
I did.
I've got 4 5s, so please move me up 4 points.
Jesus.
Josh, how about you?
I have 3 gold.
Okay.
So-
So then for every 2 imps you have 1 victory point. I've got
I
2 imps.
Got 3 imps, so I'm just going to get 1 point.
Yeah, I've got 3 technically also, so please move me up 1 point.
I have 4.
Did you move me up, Josh?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I did not. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, so then trophy time. Set collection bonuses.
Yes.
I screwed up my set collection and did not get a trophy.
Ooh. So, Anne, what do you have? I see you've got 1 of each there.
I have 1 of each bronze. So that's 1
I'm
set.
sorry, you've got 3 bronze.
Yes, I'm sorry. I have 1 set of bronze.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's
so
it.
no.
You can't double use them.
Look, mansplain. I know. Thank you very much. Shh. I have 1 set of bronze. Please give me my points for the bronze.
Oh, I
Okay.
forgot that you've got that.
Yeah.
Nice job,
Okay.
Anne.
I have 1 set of gold.
Okay.
Please move me up 4. You can't double use
Sorry.
it. Did you
Sorry.
know you couldn't double use it? I don't know if you knew that you couldn't double use it.
You can't double stamp a triple stamp
Oh my
away.
god.
Okay, so then for me, I have got 1 of each.
All right, so you're going to get 4 points?
Yeah, I'm going to gain 4 points.
Okay.
So then we're going to go to the subterfuge track. So Anne's going to get 6 points.
That was so cool.
That was ridiculous.
Please move me up 6.
Josh is going to move up 4 points. I'm going to move up 2 points. So then, for every apprentice you have, you're going to gain a point.
No, it's whoever's the most apprentice.
Oh, whoever's the most apprentices.
That's me.
Yes.
Oh.
I have 1.
I have 1.
I have 0.
So we
Matt,
both
you
get a
have
point?
2. Right. Because you have a room that counts as an extra apprentice.
Oh, I do.
All right, so Matt has 2, so he's going to get the point there.
Yeah. So then whoever's got the most professors.
I have 3.
I have 3.
I have 2.
So Matt and I will both get a point.
We're literally all tied right now.
Yep.
Oh, that's so crazy.
And then who has the most rooms?
Whoever's... I have my full thing. My thing's full.
Yep, so Matt's going to get...
It's most rooms, though, regardless of size.
Oh, so each one of the things that we built is considered a room.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, so
just
Matt
to show
still
up,
has-
this is 1 room, this is 1 room, this is 1 room, this is 1 room, this is 1 room.
Yep, so you have more than me still. So
Okay.
1.
good.
So move me up by 1. Whoever's got starting player token.
That would be Matt now, so he's going to go there.
And 3 different careers.
I do have 3 different careers, so I will get 2 points.
I've got 2 sets of 3 different careers.
And do you have...
I have 2 sets of
2
3
sets.
different careers.
Okay.
And then minus... Or no,
We already gave the points for the...
yeah, we already gave the points for
When
the
they did
dungeon
it.
tracker. And then minus spaces for any empty spaces on your board.
Including the apprentice rooms, right?
No,
No.
because you can't
No,
build on
that's-
apprentice rooms.
No, it's so you get 1,
Oh, it's
2, 3,
those
4,
rooms.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And that's it. That's all she wrote.
You done did it, Matthew!
I honestly didn't think that I was going to win, considering how far behind I was at the beginning of the game. You guys really took a nice hole shot out of me.
You...
This is where Josh says that if he was paying attention, he would have beaten me
No.
easily because he didn't realize something.
I thought I grabbed the bronze trophy
Yeah.
because I had the gold, and that's why I went for second place there, because I thought I needed the silver.
Oh, that's why I let you get to the second place, because I needed the bronze.
Yeah, no, like it was just more of it wasn't a big point swing there,
Yeah.
but it was
Enough.
enough. And if I had my last warrior, I could have possibly. I just couldn't manage it.
And threw a monkey wrench into things with that last second move that she got from the subterfuge track. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was really crazy. I was
All right.
really far
I need
behind.
like a deep breath now.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm surprised we got to like the last 2 scoring items and we were 100% tied.
Yeah.
Like, that was awesome.
All right, Matt, you want to switch cameras?
I'm going to go to the main there. So, Anne, Josh, do you have any questions for Rainer?
So one of the common questions that comes up at the end of the game is, what tends to be an average winning score that you guys see?
If you get to the end of the track, then basically you've done well. So I think you guys scored well. There's obviously when you play with more people, there's more actions to take. So you could score higher in a 4-player game because there's a potential for more actions in there. But I think you guys did well, especially for it being a first playthrough. This is a good score. If you get to the end of that score track and you have to start on the other side, then you've done well.
And we all did it. At one
You done
point
did
before the
good.
negatives came in, we were all on the lap side of the score track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I should have took the risk and bought the building because everyone got those cards to get me money, and it would have turned out very differently. It
That's
would've been
why I
interesting.
didn't play it until the end. I was waiting for you
Yeah,
to not
that's
do
why
it.
I didn't play mine either, because it was money.
So
To you guys.
salty.
All right, so Rainer, do you have anything else that you wanted to say to us this evening before we get into our first impression session?
No, I just think you guys played really well, and there was nothing. I mean, it's obviously a matter of weighing your decisions and stuff, but you played well, and especially hearing your reasoning for certain moves and stuff. So that was great.
Yeah.
And congratulations, Matt, to pulling off the win there at the end. That was really close, the scores. So
And he was like in last place.
I was the
for like the
entire time.
entire game.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, look, all the end points.
That's called pulling a Josh.
Yeah, that was a very. I was like lead pulling Matt the whole time.
Yeah, that we flipped
reversed
roles. It
roles.
was really weird. All right, so Rainer, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank all of you for watching at home. We're going to go and do a soft sign-off now and then jump into our first impression session where we talk about our favorite aspects of the game, any constructive criticisms we have, and then the most important question of the evening of would we play it again. But one thing that I do have to point out before we end the stream today is we are giving away a few copies of this game. Yes. So if you want the opportunity to win a copy of Dragonsgate College, please go ahead and go check out the Twist giveaway link that we've got going on.
We are going to be giving away 2 copies of Dragonsgate College. Thanks to PSI, we're going to be giving away 1 tonight, live on stream.
That after the
first impression section. And we're also going to be giving away a copy for our offline viewers at that giveaway link. Now, we reward our
viewers for paying attention
by giving them a secret code word.
So, Rainer, we're going to put you on the spot here and ask you, what should be our secret code word for the evening?
The code word for the evening is wizard.
Woo! I kind of feel like Pee Wee Herman. Like, I want the furniture.
You paying attention. All right, so Wizard is going to be your opportunity to get a few more entries into the Dragonsgate College giveaway that we're going to be doing on Gleam, and then stay tuned after our first impression session for your chance to win a copy live. But other than that, this is Twist Gaming signing off. I'm Matt.
I'm Ann.
I'm Josh.
Thank you again, Rainer. We really do appreciate you coming on and joining us today.
Good night, Rainer.
Good night.
Good night.